There's an absolutely insane amount of zebras here right now. It's absolutely unbelievable. In this week's video, I'm taking you on safari to Botswana to see the second largest zebra migration on the planet. As well as some interesting facts and stunning footage, I will take you behind the scenes as I shoot this amazing spectacle. For those of you who are new to the channel, let me extend a warm welcome and thanks for stopping by. My name is Andrew McDonald and I'm a professional photographer and videographer from Scotland, now living in Cape Town, South Africa. If you want to learn, be inspired, or simply see the world through my lens, then you've come to the right place. Please subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this, but for now, let's get back to this week's adventure. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another wildlife safari adventure. I'm currently here in Mahadi Pans in Botswana and I'm staying at Larula Tau camp with Desert and Delta Safaris. During the dry season here in Botswana, around 25,000 zebras migrate from east to west from the Mahadi Pans over here to the Boteti River, which is the last remaining water source in the area. These animals sure do have it tough because the longer the dry season goes on, the further they need to travel from the river here to get food further into the park and then back again to get water. There's even been some cases where we've recorded a 3-day round trip for zebras going from water here to get food to come back here again 3 days later to quench their thirst. That is a pretty savage way to live. But it's not just zebras where you find here, you also get huge bull elephants, you get giraffe, you get kudu, you get lots of wildebeest, ostriches. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on here, but it's definitely the zebras who steal the show. Typically the large numbers of zebras arrive in the dry season from around June through to October when the rains should start to come. But this year it's already mid-March, the landscape is extremely arid and the zebras are here in their large numbers, which doesn't bode well for the dry season coming ahead because they're already around 8 weeks early. Now, one of my favourite things about this camp is undoubtedly where I am right now, the wildlife hide. You can literally sit here all day and watch thousands and thousands of animals come to drink right in front of the camp. I tend to spend my mornings in camp here in the hide and then in the afternoons go on a game drive into the park. So I'm going to be sitting here for the next few hours, so let's see what happens. One of the things you might be wondering is why I'm shooting in the harshest light of the day. Whoa, there is a huge herd of bull elephants heading this way right now. But yeah, one of the things you might be wondering is why am I shooting in the harshest light of the day here? And the main reason is because that is actually the busiest time for the zebras to come down here. But as well as that, I think that the harsh sort of heat, the dust, you know, the really bright light just emphasizes to me the whole drought and the desperation of these animals. So I think that you get a nice sort of true representation of what it's like as opposed to a nice sort of moody atmospheric low light shot, for example. So I do obviously shoot in the low light as well, but I do think that shooting in the harshest light of the day, jeez, it's loud here. I do feel that shooting in the harshest light of the day does really represent and give that sort of feel of how desperate things really are here. Well, the action down at the wildlife hide today has just been absolutely off the charts with the amount of stuff going on down there. I've had to drag myself away now to charge some camera batteries. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. I've been down there all morning, just had some lunch, and as I said before, the afternoon is when I like to go for a game drive into the park, and my main focus there is to try and get backlit shots with the sun setting behind the zebras as we kick up all the dust. We got a really cool photograph like that here last year, so this trip I'm going to try and go in there and grab some new ones and try and get some fresh video content as well. I'll give you a quick tour around my room now, and then we'll pick up this story when I head out on afternoon game drive. This is my room here at Larula Camp. Inside the main door you can see there's a huge bed, and then over to the left you can see wardrobe space, a small desk for me to work from, and then a tea and coffee station too. Through here there's a generous sized bathroom, and then lastly we have a nice outside area, and you guessed it, some more zebras. I just want to quickly interrupt myself to let you know that you can join me on my photography adventures. That's right, there are so many small details that make a huge difference to a photographic safari, and on my workshops I take care of all those details to help get you in the right place to grab those bucket list shots. As well as tailoring the workshop for photography, I'll be on hand to offer photographic guiding as well as editing tutorials during your trip. To see all my upcoming workshops, please click on the link in the video description to head over to my website. These trips are for all different levels of photography, and even non-photographers will have a life-changing experience. I can't wait to welcome you on my upcoming adventures, but now let's get back to the video. And so we headed out on afternoon game drive, and as usual I asked to head straight to my favourite waterhole. The animals love to gather here at sunset, and as you can see there were zebras, elephants, ostrich, giraffe. Let's just say there was plenty going on. I set up next to a vehicle and started to grab some lower light scenes, but the real shots I had come for were to come later in the day. The afternoon game drive is now just coming to an end. As you can see, the sun is setting behind me. We have beautiful herds of zebras, elephants, wildebeest all crossing between us and the sun. So one of the difficult things about shooting in this national park is that in the afternoon you're pretty much always going to be shooting into the sun because there's no roads on the other side of the river looking back in this direction. So what I tend to do is wait till the sun is almost at the horizon, and then you get all this beautiful dust getting kicked up by the zebras. And that's the real shots that I come out here to grab. Luckily tonight we've got some perfect conditions. It's now time to head back to the lodge, have a shower, have some dinner, and then tomorrow I'll be heading off to the next camp. If you enjoyed this little insight into the zebra migration, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and as always, thank you very much for joining me on this adventure, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye bye for now.